Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Got the one and only Karen McClure here in our studios. She's with Rich Club. That's richclub.org, a phenomenal organization that is really helping individuals practically pursue the American dream. And they've been doing this now for quite some time. And it's a very influential organization, nonprofit group, helping people, really making a difference in people's lives. Karen, always good to see you. We got more information about Rich Club. By the way, the website is richclub.org. Give us some more information about them. And also introduce our interesting guest today.
Okay. Well, as you said, we're a nonprofit organization, and we take our duty to our members seriously. We only bring them the best of the best in education and in networking. And I believe our guest today is the best of the best. And he is going to be coming into town tomorrow, so hopefully he's all packed and ready to come to talk to us about becoming investors. He has helped zillions of people reach their goals of being financially independent, and he's going to come help us in Houston. So he will be here tomorrow, March 6th at 7 p.m. at Rich, and you can sign up to come at richclub.org, and we'd like to welcome Ron LeGrand.
By the way, it's ronlegrand.com. That's LeGrand. Welcome back, Ron. Good to have you on again.
Thank you. Good to be here. And Karen, I'm going to tell my wife you said I was the best of the best.
Okay.
There you go. You need someone to tell her, right? That's what when it comes to my wife, I always need someone to tell her how great I am. So, Ron, kind of give us your story.
My story?
Yes, sir.
Well, my story started back in 1982 when I was a dead broke auto mechanic trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I knew it wasn't fixing cars in the hot Florida sun, so I heard a little bit about real estate, and I saw a chance to go to this seminar that said I could buy property with no money down, and that appealed to me because I didn't have any or any credit, and that kind of launched my career. And the first 3 weeks out of that event, I had my first check for $3,000, and we've been getting them ever since.
That's fantastic. Question for Ron?
Well, I think it's good timing because a lot of people are in that exact same situation now. So I think seeing your example of what you've done can be very inspirational to these people.
Well, I agree. In fact, what I'm going to be talking about on Thursday night is what has evolved into the fastest way to make money in real estate today, and actually what we do here in our office to do 6 to 12 deals every single month. In my case, an extremely part-time basis. And, 6 to 12 every month in and month out, and none, of course, using none of my own money or credit, which is also something that we're going to spend some time discussing. And I want people to understand that this thing is called real estate is probably not what you picture it to be, and we don't buy and sell houses like you probably think that we do. And if you think it takes money or credit, think again. It's not true.
Not true. The asset gets the money for itself, doesn't it?
Well, this real estate thing is a kind of a weird commodity we deal in because since we don't use money to buy real estate, we go buy real estate without using money to generate money. Kind of opposite of most investments. It's the real estate that we're buying or controlling that's generating the big checks that we're getting. And then, of course, what we do with that money, we don't need to discuss that here. I think our folks can figure out pretty quickly what to do with money.
All I know is you're confusing the entire chicken and egg debate. That's all I'm telling you. So let me ask then, what are some of the things that people need to bring to real estate investing? What do they need to bring in terms of emotionally, psychologically, mentally? What are some of the tools that they need to have?
Well, you hit on a pretty important point there. My biggest problem is really not teaching people real estate. It's getting them to leave their emotional baggage behind and all of their failures and all of their past and convincing them that none of that has anything to do with the future, especially when you operate without using your money or credit and eliminating risk. And when I can get that message across, I see a lot of doors open for folks who, prior to that time, were just spending their time making a living, trying to get by. And my goal is to actually get people to get out of that mindset, get into the mindset of your future is what you want it to be, and you can make as much money as you want it to be. And when you do it by eliminating the risk, it takes all the handcuffs off, and nobody can tell you how fast you can grow. And I get them from all walks of life, from doctors right on down to the unemployed. Everybody has the same problem, need more cash flow in their life, and they need consistency and stability, not just an occasional hit and miss. So my whole goal is to share with people how to build cash flow today, cash flow monthly, and cash flow in the future. and do the job one time without all the costly entanglements and all of the crap that people think are involved in real estate.
Yeah, Karen, talk a little bit about the event, who's going to be coming, all the logistic type questions.
All right. Well, we do have the Thursday night event, and that's what Ron's been talking about now. It's at 7 p.m. at Rich headquarters. He's also going to be here on Saturday, and he will be speaking all day from 9 to 5. We're really going to wear him out, and that event is $69. And you're covering a different topic on that night. Is that correct?
I'm covering, all day, you mean?
Yes, the day.
Well, first of all, on Thursday night, I'm also bringing people up to date on the Dodd-Frank law that changed in January.
Yes.
And all of your members need to hear that because it will affect what we do with owner financing going forward.
Did it get better or worse?
Well, in many ways, it got better.
Good, because it was a disaster before, so that's good.
Well, it's a disaster now.
It's a better disaster.
But it's still the law.
Now it's a slightly mitigated disaster, whereas before it was just an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah, so we probably ought to actually comply with the law.
Yeah, very good.
Saturday now, I've got a really great day planned for you on Saturday. I'm going to spend the entire morning showing you step-by-step how to do these deals, and in Texas, I might add. Plus, I'm bringing a lease option expert there on. Actually, I'm not bringing him. We're going to interview a lease option expert there on Saturday because we can do lease options in Texas, and frankly, I just learned that recently, and collect non-refundable deposits. But our focus is going to be on how to get the fast checks, how to get the checks without risk and without money, and then I'm going to on Thursday night. I'm going to bring my property information sheet to the class, and I'm going to teach folks how to complete that property information sheet by making a few phone calls to people who have their houses for sale, FSBOs as we call them.
Mm-hmm.
And on Saturday, I'm going to take those sheets and we're going to pull out the deals from the duds right there and show you how to analyze them and pre-screen the prospects because the information is right there in front of you and what to do with them after the fact. So my goal is to take those sheets that our class members bring and literally have them leave with a great opportunity to go out and get themselves a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 check from these pretty houses, not from the bank-owned deals, but from the pretty houses by helping people find an exit and getting them in and out pretty quick.
Right.
Basically, what we're going to show you is what we do every day, day in and day out. Also, during that afternoon, I'm going to have a session called How to Handle a Financial Hardship. And I really like teaching this class. It's for those folks who've had a rough 5 or 6 years in the past and have either lost their credit or are now currently in over-leveraged houses or negative cash flow situations and have maybe predators chasing them. What our options are, what we can do about it, and how life goes on without credit. Credit does not determine the character of a person, and it is only a minor hiccup. So we got a full day ahead, and we're also going to give away $5,000 worth of stuff during that day. I mean cash and prizes.
Cash and prizes. I love it.
When's the last time you went to a seminar and left with cash?
I love it. Ron, thanks so much for being with us. Ron LeGrand, that's LeGrand.com. He's going to be here this week, and I want to encourage you to check that out. And he's going to be here with our very good friends from richclub.org, exactly like it sounds, richclub.org. You don't need to be a member to go to these events, although if you are a member, you'll get a discount on those events. And I tell you, I encourage you to be a member. We partnered with them in order to help you pursue the American dream. They're giving you the tools to do it. So I hope you take advantage of those tools. Thanks to both of you. Great segment. When I come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here. It shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.